Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Tea Time with me, Darius Onchauskas. Today is the 6th of August 2018. So welcome everyone, welcome to this Monday afternoon session where we're going to have a look at a few instruments, look at their charts, how they're developing right now. But before we do that, let's quickly have a read through our risk disclaimer. The content we produce does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation, should not be considered as such, and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. As always, a few seconds for you to read the rest and we can continue. Also, just a very quick reminder of our JFD Brokers website and specifically our research page, which we update on a daily basis. So, yep, feel free to check us out, and I believe you can find a lot of useful stuff here. So, yep, guys, feel free to check us out. But for now, let's have a look at the charts. Now, the first one I want to touch on is the Nasdaq. Now, Nasdaq 100 here continues to trade here within this rising channel, and certainly for now we're going to stick to this idea until the lower side of this rising channel is broken. Until then, we're still going to, like I said, stick to the upside and aim for higher levels. For us to kind of become more bearish on this one, we would need to see a nice good break here and then eventually a close below one, let's say this first level. This is the one we could be watching here as well. This was 71.85, but of course the main thing here is to watch the lower bound of the rising channel. If we do get a nice break and a close below it, this could open the path towards lower levels. But until then, we can see that, as you can see by the arrow that I've drawn here, this is a possible scenario, and especially looking at the cash market right now, we are seeing a bit of weakness kicking into Nasdaq. Certainly, of course, we had already a nice move here higher. We could see a bit of retracement maybe towards this level here at around 73.10. And from which we could see maybe a rebound back to the upside here, and this is where we could aim for the 74.45 or even higher towards the of the all-time highs, near the all-time highs at around 75.15. So for now, guys, certainly keep a close eye on it. It is a very interesting index to trade, and specifically, like I said, specifically because we are sitting here within this rising channel still. So until it remains intact, as long as it remains intact, we are still going to aim for higher levels. It would be really nice to see, let's say, this one moving back above the 74.45 and then actually breaking the 75.15 in order to kind of tick all the new all-time highs, let's put it that way. So at the moment the all-time high is sitting near the 75.15 mark, so keep an eye on it. Let's jump into one commodity that I really wanted to show you, and it's silver. Certainly, as you can see, we're stuck in this little range here between the 160 and the 15.625. So for now, keep a close eye on it, because if we do get a nice break here, especially let's say if we get a break here to the downside, because as you can see the prevailing trend is still to the downside, so we could maybe test the lower bound of this range here, and if we do get a nice break and a close below this could open the path towards this little level right here at around 14.635. Now, just to kind of point out the importance of this level, just if we go back here, just there we go. So as you can see, this level here, this the 14.635 acted as a very strong area of resistance here around the February time 2016, and also it acted as a very good strong area of resistance here at around the around December time 2015. Sorry, in February it acted as a very nice area of support. Do apologize, but for now, like I said, this is the area to watch if we get a nice break here below the 15.160. Certainly below that we do have some good levels as well here. As you can see, this low this low that we had here in 2017 and in July 2017, the lowest point here, it's not far from the 14.40 mark. So for now, of course, keep an eye on it. Certainly we're currently stuck here in this little range, but if we do get a break through the upper bound here, then well, it could open the path towards higher levels. Certainly the first one to watch, the first one, good one to watch, is the 15.75, and above that you could aim for the round 16.00 number. So certainly for now, keep a close eye on it. Keep a close eye on this range. Let's see where this this precious metal breaks through. Let's jump into a few pairs now quickly, and let's have a look at GBPUSD. I've covered this one this morning, and this is what I was talking about. Let me just actually shift it a little bit higher here. There we go. So we are still within this downwards moving channel here as well. So as you can see, we've now moved lower, and it seems that we're going to end up testing, potentially could test actually this lower side of the falling channel, and this is where it could become interesting, because we might see maybe a bit of a rejection here and a rebound and a potential move back up here for a bit of retracement. Certainly at the moment it continues to look weak. This is a possible scenario that could happen. We could see, like I said, a bounce off of this lower bound of the falling channel. This level to watch here is around the 128.55 mark, something like that. So certainly for now, we're more bearish than bullish on this one. For us to kind of start aiming for higher levels, well, to be honest, ideally we would like to see a rebound from this lower bound of the falling channel, and then this is where we could start positioning ourselves maybe for higher levels. But for now, we're just observing this one and aiming for the lower bound of it. One more GBP pair I really wanted to touch on, and that's GBPJPY. Now certainly, as you can see here, we're moving to the downside. We've managed to break this this short-term upside support line here that has been running since around the 29th of May. We've broken it nicely to the downside. The only thing is to keep a close eye on it, because the day has not finished yet. We might, well, the bulls might kind of kick in and try to push it back up here above. And if we do see something like this could be a nice buying opportunity here, maybe just for a bit of a correction here to the upside, aiming for maybe something like 145.150. So, but for now, of course, if we stay like this, if the pair is going to close below this upside support line today, then certainly this is adding a bit of negativity to it, and we could maybe see this one traveling all the way down here towards the 143.75, or even slightly lower towards the 143.20, which was marked here by the low that we saw here on the 29th of May. So also, like I said, keep a close eye on it. Certainly this is looking quite weak, and but the main thing here to watch is today's close. Let's see if it actually closes below this upside support line, or actually it's going to stay above it. And this is, like I said, this is where we could see maybe a bit of buying coming in. And another one that I really wanted to touch on, probably not a lot of you trade that one, but still, nevertheless, it's good to keep an eye on it. That's Aussie against the NZD. So AUD against the NZD, and we're at a very tricky spot here. It seems that it wants to touch this area for potential resistance at around 1.0985 mark. Now, if we do get a nice break here above and a close above this level, this could open the path towards this higher level right here at around 1.1075, approximately there. It was marked here near the high of the 29th of January, so could be a potential nice level here for a test, but only if we get a nice break here and a close above this 1.0985 mark. Certainly do not exclude a possible scenario where we're going to get rejected. We could get rejected here around this area, the highlighted area. We could maybe travel down again, and then of course we could maybe rebound from this upside support line that has been running here since around April, mid-April this year, we could maybe see a rebound and then another push higher. So certainly this is another scenario to keep an eye on, but only, like I said, only if we get a rejection here around this area, around the 109.85. And the last pair that I really wanted to touch on is the CAD yen. Now, CAD yen is also looking quite interesting, and specifically just looking at these levels, I got rid of this highlighted area. It was no longer relevant, but this short-term upside support line, this is the one we're going to keep an eye on right now, because as you can see, it continues to travel lower. It continues to move towards this support line, this upside support line. Now this is where the big question is going to come in. Are we going to actually get a nice rejection here and aim higher, or actually we are going to break it and move lower? Certainly at this point in time, because the trend line kind of still remains intact, and that's why we kind of need to stick to the trend. So we could position ourselves potentially for another move higher here, where we could aim for these highs that we saw on the 1st of August, and that's approximately around the 86.30 mark, something like that. So keep an eye on it, guys. Keep an eye on this area, but and especially on this level again, but only if we get a nice rejection here from this upside support line. So for now, just keep on monitoring it. Let's see what it wants to do with it. But if we, and you probably guessed it correctly, if we do get a nice break here below, this could open the path towards lower levels. So for now, be very cautious. Let's actually get rid of this line as well. It's no longer relevant, but if we do get a nice break here above this support line, then yep, it could lead the way towards the 84.75, 84.75 area approximately there, or even actually the 84.30. So for now, like I said, the main one to watch here is the is this upside support line, so short-term support line. Okay guys, I hope you found it useful, and thank you very much for watching and listening. If you want to join me tomorrow morning at my Traders Espresso, where we're gonna have a look at other pairs and other indices, so yep, feel free to log in and join me tomorrow, and that's 6 o'clock GMT time, 7 o'clock British summer time. But for now, thank you very much, and bye bye.